Born into basketball royalty, LeBron Bronny James Jr. came into the world with an enormous legacy already looming. As the eldest son of LeBron James, a global sports icon, the pressure and expectations on Bronny's shoulders were overwhelming from the start. Yet, from an early age, Bronny carved out his own path, gradually rising from a talented youth player to an NBA prospect with a bright future. This is the story of Bronny James's journey from his early years to the NBA. Growing up in the spotlight, Bronny was born on October 6, 2004, in Cleveland, Ohio, at a time when his father was already an NBA superstar with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Growing up in the shadow of one of the greatest players in NBA history meant Bronny's life was anything but ordinary. From a young age, he was exposed to the highest levels of basketball, whether it was attending his father's games, shooting hoops at courtside, or rubbing shoulders with NBA legends. LeBron Sr. made it clear that while he would support Bronny in any of his endeavors, there was no pressure for him to follow in his father's footsteps. However, Bronny naturally gravitated toward basketball. As a child, his father would often post clips of him playing on social media, displaying Bronny's skill development, his flair for the game, and an inherent understanding of basketball that seemed almost genetic. Despite the fame that came with his last name, Bronny's early years were relatively quiet. LeBron and his wife Savannah made a conscious effort to shield their children from excessive media attention. Bronny attended Crossroads School, private school in Santa Monica, California, where he first started to gain recognition for his basketball talent. Early basketball career. Bronny's first real exposure to competitive basketball came during his middle school years. He played for the North Coast Blue Chips, a team in the AAU, Amateur Athletic Union circuit. It was during these years that Bronny started to showcase his potential, playing against some of the best young talent in the country. He stood out for his court vision, basketball IQ, and ability to make plays in high-pressure situations. At this stage, Bronny was already under a microscope, but his maturity on the court and poise off the court helped him navigate the attention. He wasn't the tallest player on the floor, nor the most athletic, but Bronny possessed a calm, calculated style of play that separated him from other young prospects. His passing ability, coupled with a developing jump shot, drew comparisons to his father, but it was clear that Bronny was beginning to develop his own game. As Bronny entered high school, he made the decision to attend Sierra Canyon School, a prestigious private school in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles, known for its basketball program. This decision was a turning point in his career, as Sierra Canyon's team regularly played on national television, providing Bronny with a stage to showcase his abilities. The Sierra Canyon years. Sierra Canyon's basketball program was stacked with talent. Bronny played alongside highly ranked prospects like Zaire Williams, B.J. Boston, and Amari Bailey. Despite being surrounded by stars, Bronny held his own, often playing crucial minutes in big games. As a freshman, he didn't dominate the stat sheets, but his impact was felt in other ways. He was a reliable defender, made smart decisions with the ball, and hit key shots when needed. Bronny's sophomore and junior years were defined by steady improvement. He started to assert himself more on offense, becoming a more aggressive scorer, while still maintaining the unselfishness that defined his game. His shooting improved, and his athleticism began to catch up with his basketball IQ. Fans and analysts noticed that Bronny had inherited not only LeBron's physical gifts, but also his leadership qualities. He had a knack for staying composed in high-pressure situations, something that became a trademark of his game. Off the court, Bronny handled the pressure with grace. Unlike some young athletes who struggle with the scrutiny that comes with being a high-profile prospect, Bronny embraced it. He was well aware of the comparisons to his father, but remained focused on his own journey. His social media presence reflected his personality, calm, composed, and confident. Overcoming adversity. Bronny's high school career wasn't without challenges. In early 2021, he suffered a torn meniscus, which required surgery and sidelined him for several months. The injury was a significant setback, especially as scouts and fans were eager to see him continue his development. Many questioned whether he would be able to regain his athleticism or whether the injury would impact his trajectory as an NBA prospect. However, Bronny used the recovery process as an opportunity to grow mentally and physically. He worked tirelessly to regain his strength, focusing on areas of his game that didn't rely solely on athleticism. By the time he returned to the court, Bronny had not only recovered, but also expanded his game, showing improved shooting, ball handling, and decision-making. The injury also served as a reminder that Bronny's journey, like his father's, wouldn't be without its obstacles. However, just as LeBron overcame early setbacks in his career, Bronny was determined to rise above adversity and continue pursuing his dream. The college decision. As Bronny entered his senior year at Sierra Canyon, the basketball world speculated on his next move. Would he follow in his father's footsteps and go straight to the NBA? Should the league change its draft eligibility eligibility rules? Or would he attend college to further hone his skills? Several top college programs were interested in him, and he had the option to take the G League route, where many young prospects had recently found success. Ultimately, Bronny decided to attend college. He committed to the University of Southern California, USC, a decision that both surprised and excited basketball fans. At USC, Bronny would have the opportunity to continue his development while staying close to home in Los Angeles, where he could lean on his family for support. At USC, Bronny quickly became a standout. The college game allowed him to showcase his versatility, his ability to play on or off the ball, defend multiple positions, and contribute in various ways. His freshman season was a crucial one, as it proved that Bronny could succeed at the highest level of amateur basketball. He led USC to a deep run in the NCAA tournament, where his poise and high-pressure moments further cemented his status as a legitimate NBA prospect, entering the NBA. After 1 year at USC, Bronny declared for the NBA draft. By this time, he had established himself as a complete player with a unique skill set. He wasn't the same type of player as his father. LeBron was an athletic phenom from day one, but Bronny was more of a cerebral player with a well-rounded game that scouts loved. He was a combo guard, capable of playing both point guard and shooting guard, with a high basketball IQ and an improving offensive game. On draft night, the basketball world watched as Bronny James was selected as a lottery pick, fulfilling the prophecy that had been written the moment he first picked up a basketball. The media buzz was enormous, but Bronny handled it with the same calm demeanor he had shown throughout his life. One of the most anticipated storylines in NBA history finally materialized when Bronny took the court alongside his father, who had extended his career in part to play with his son. LeBron Sr., now in the twilight of his career, couldn't have been prouder. The two shared several moments on the court that will be remembered for years to come. Father and son, playing at the highest level of the sport they both love. Bronny's NBA legacy. In his early NBA years, Bronny quickly earned respect from his peers. While his father's legacy was always present, Bronny created his own identity. He was a gritty defender, a floor general, and a leader in the locker room. Fans and analysts lauded his maturity and basketball IQ, noting that he often made the right play at the right time. Over time, Bronny developed into an all-star caliber player, respected not just for his skills, but for the way he carried himself. His journey from being LeBron's son to an NBA star in his own right was a testament to his work ethic, dedication, and ability to overcome adversity. By the time his career was in full swing, Bronny had become a role model for young athletes around the world, proving that even with immense pressure and expectations, you can still pave your own path. Conclusion. Bronny James's journey from a child growing up in the shadow of an NBA legend to forging his own path in the league is a story of perseverance, growth, and passion for the game. While comparisons to his father will always follow him, Bronny has shown the world that he is more than just LeBron James's son. He is Bronny James, a basketball star with his own legacy to build.